All right, I'm back to play some more Diablo 4 and get 0 views on my gameplay. It's a thing that I do. I'm very good at it. I am good at getting no views and no growth on my channel and no content, and I suck at everything, and I don't know why I do anything. And this is a very toxic fucking opening. What is wrong with me? Why am I saying all this? I apologize for that weird outburst. But no, bro. I think I might beat
Your silence.
So hungry.
Oh, I may beat the campaign today. I think this might be it. Let's see.
A cultist shelters here. One of those that set demons upon Caldeum. The city lies in shambles after what the heretics have done.
Oh, okay, that's dramatic.
It used to be. City's under siege now.
I want eyes on the road waste. Sentries at the walls. The sinners will come running. Let none through.
Oh.
Nothing to do with you. Stay off the road west to Caldeum.
Okay.
Behold, the armpit of the desert. Our families came from Alcarnus years ago after that city went to hell. They camped here by the crossroads, set up trade. It's been a struggle ever since.
Wasn't Alcarnus in the third game?
Lorath and Donan have gone to Caldeum. The knights march on the city. They felt it best to follow. But I wanted to wait for you. Can I ask you something? Something personal.
You know you can.
Do you ever feel like nothing you do matters?
More than I'd like to admit. They call me hero, but underneath, I'm still the same person I always was. Powerful, sure. But flawed too. I try. Yet my best isn't enough. Not for Yorin. Nor your mother.
Does it get any easier?
It can. With a good ally.
Thank you for being honest. It helps, knowing I'm not alone. We should go. I'll find the others in Caldeum.
What the oh. That kind of startled me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it did. It just did. Oh god, there's so much conversation.
As ready as I can be. But I'm afraid of what we'll find. The cathedral's out for blood. They're not here to save anyone. It makes you wonder if there's some grain of truth to... Never mind. To what Lilith said. It's not about her. She's making things worse too. It's just the idea that if the world doesn't change, we'll always be stuck between greater forces that don't care about us and... I don't know. I guess I'm just having doubts. Donan has it. But their plan still strikes me as... misguided. Mephisto is reforming as we speak. If we use the stone on Lilith, we've nothing to fight her father. There must be a better way.
Sorry if you heard or hear meowing, that's my cat. She decided to jump in the middle of my desk and just be annoying. Hello, cat. Ah, she's cute. I'm not even mad at her. But she's annoying.
It was only a matter of time. After Prava combed the mines, Inarius likely pieced together that Lilith had found the Hell Key. You should hear the knights chant. They're as eager for hell as she is.
Yeah, see, I didn't get to listen to any of this dialogue before because my buddy was rushing me through all those. Okay. Should I grab this waypoint down here before I go there? Ah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Fine.
This, one of them. The demon dealers from Galdeum. Serves him right.
Oh, this is dramatic.
Mother loved that locket more than anything. It must be here.
Mother's dead. We have to go, damn it.
You know, when she was talking about, like, you know, do you feel like nothing you do matters? God, I feel that way all the time. Like, sometimes I feel like living is just so fucking pointless. That's not a suicidal thing. Calm down. No, I'm fine, but I'm just being honest. It just seems so pointless sometimes.
Poor fool just couldn't leave that mud behind.
He must have run right back into the night.
He was a cobbler for as long as I knew him. Quiet, well liked. Did he really do what the knights said?
I'm on a completely unrelated topic. I've lost some more weight, so I've almost lost. I'm about like a pound and like a quarter off from losing 30 pounds.
How many cultists have they killed? How many innocents?
Since May. It's August 31st at the time of this recording. So yeah. Pretty happy about that. It's pretty cool.
A reign of blood. Intriguing. Another piece of the prophecy.
Slow down. You die now, you're stuck on the tree with Elias for eternity. Nobody wants that.
I was fine on my own. I don't know, but he should be here. It's his army on crusade.
Tears of blood rained on a desert jewel. So speaks the prophecy. We are witnessing cosmic history being made. At last, the knights are sacking the place.
Is Lilith here?
Yes. Just as the tree said. The rain, the Hellspawn, all spew from the Hellgates underneath the city palace. She's opened the way. If she consumes her father's essence, Sanctuary is lost. We can't let that happen.
Alright. Let's go save the world.
These corpses, displayed so proudly. There's nothing of the knights in this.
The display is the point. They mean to make an example.
Minarius.
He's here, in the city.
Damn it. He's still the best shot as an ally.
This rain of blood. The sign we've waited for. Call the weak.
Mentioned the Lord of Hatred.
Mephisto.
What? That can't be. Elias ruled this cult.
The time of prophecy has come, knights. Lilith flees to the gate to hell. I will slay her in that cesspit she calls home, and open the way to the heavens. All is as fate decreed. A spear of light, piercing hatred's heart. You who die in battle today, die heaven-bound. Rally the troops at the palace. We march on hell.
And after that, your plan?
The Horadrim. Always chasing after the battles of your betters. But the angels don't need you.
The stone, Don. We don't need the bloody angels either.
The hubris. You boast of a mere fragment of what this once was. The World Stone. Debased in the hands of fools. Lilith dies by my blade. Prophecy has foretold it.
We kind of need that thing that he took. That's going to be a problem.
Same as before. This changes nothing.
Changes nothing. Our one potential ally just ran off with our one weapon. What's your plan now?
To stop Lilith and damn the cost. Inarius is mad with pride. We can't rely on him.
Stone or not, there is someone who might stand a chance against Lilith.
Me?
You bested Astaroth. If we can't find that stone, you might be our next best weapon.
Donan, you've come back to us. And not alone. Blessed be the light. The Father will deliver us. Together.
He seized our soul stone.
His is the will of the light.
You still believe that?
How can you doubt us? After everything we've done for you and Yorin. At least, he doesn't have to see you like this. Stand down, brethren. Sin reaps consequence. I have faith the Father acted righteously.
We want to stop Lilith. Same as you.
Unbelievable.
Inarius awaits us at the mouth to hell.
All right, I need to make me a cup of joe before I continue this, so I'll just edit it out, but I will be right back. Okay, I got my coffee. I even put a little bourbon in it because I'm feeling a little crazy today.
Unnecessary. The Father will handle Lilith.
But your army, your people, they need help.
What?
As do we. We'll move faster together.
Loreth, the voice of reason. Rare pleasure. Very well. You may accompany us to the gate.
Hark, knights! The day of prophecy is upon us! The Father will slay Lilith in hell and lift his faithful up to heaven! To the palace!
Okay. I'm about to fly up to Washington for a few days, visit some friends. It'll be good to get away for a little bit.
Feel that? The ground shook.
Ambush! From the rooftops!
Go! We'll handle things here.
Throw me at him. What's the quickest way to get down? Is it over here?
Clear the way!
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Be ready for what lies beyond!
Oh, I was like, is there a reason we're not moving? Oh, sorry. All right.
Must be something under there.
Reverend Mother, the gate is barred against us.
Hold our position.
Lorath, a word, please. We can't trust her.
Yes, but they've an army, and we share a goal.
For now.
Above the gate. Looks like a winch. I'll handle it.
Whatever you did, it worked.
Know they're quick.
Chain's gone slack. Snapped.
Let me at him.
Fresh kills, but already maggoty. Something's possible.
Is the word maggoty like a word? I never heard it before.
Thick. should be at the palace. If they made it.
That's a cool legendary. I get more skeletal warriors. I like that. Okay. That's cool. I like having way more minions now. I'm a fan. Does it look cool? I didn't really look at it. It looks alright. It's cool that they put Doriel in the game. Looking for barrel.
Thank heavens you're here. I convinced them not to go without you.
You should have kept your temper with Prava.
I know. But you shouldn't have thrown away the stone, either.
We have a heading. Mephisto shelters in the Cathedral of Hatred. Across the Sea of Fire, Astaroth's domain. I'd wager that's why Lilith freed him in Skosglen. That's where we'll find her.
And what then? We don't have the stone.
Enough, Donan!
Then it's up to me to stop her. Right?
You've been hounding me about this and that. Stop. Can you drop it, please?
It's not about me hounding you. It's...
Enough! You're both so smart usually.
Usually.
Not today. Yes, the stone is gone. Instead of arguing, let's do something about it. If Inarius has it, let's take it back.
It is the only way to guarantee Lilith's defeat.
No, not Lilith. You're all wrong about that. The stone should be saved for Mephisto, her maker, the prime evil. You know his powers of manipulation. His hatred has already poisoned us. Even Lilith fears him. Why don't you?
Are you done?
I am now. Think on what I've said, all right?
I can sense your fear, Father.
Well, what did you see? Whether we use you or the stone, we have to stop her. We follow her into hatred itself. It will sour our hearts even more, turn us against each other. Let's remember why we're here. Together.
Oh, I haven't been running a consumable. God damn it. Damn it, Kenzo. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Everything feels wrong here. The air, the ground at my feet.
Mortals were not meant to tread this realm.
The sooner we can find Lilith and get out, the better.
What is that? All right, whatever. Oh, it's one of these guys. Man, the art in this game is so good, man. So good. I remember Duriel in Diablo 2. He killed me so many times. He just sucks. By the time you get to him in Act 2, God. So I just realized that all these things are like 4 levels higher than me. So I guess the quest is 45. I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it. I should be able to finish it. I should be able to. I mean, plus I'm about to level here like any second now too.
Looks like the rear guard was ambushed. The others must have forged ahead.
Oh my god! What the hell kicked my ass out? Holy shit! fun. I like this. This is chaos. Oh yeah. Oh, the battle pass. Fuck, I forgot all about this fucking thing. Who's this? Oh, it's like, you know, who cares? I don't give a shit about you. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. Wait, what? Oh.
I'll dispel the flames. Tani Sabtaileki. Demons!
I gotta go to town. You know, I haven't died yet in this whole gameplay. I'm wondering if that's gonna change here soon. I mean, I should have died earlier. I mean, God, I must have had like 2 health. Alright, let's burn through this inventory real quick. Let me sell off all the blues and whites and all this. Because I just kind of tend to pick up everything. I don't really look. I just grab everything. I should probably be more selective about what I pick up so I don't have this problem. But, oh man, I already found a better helm than this. Lame. I mean, granted, it's not really like better, but whatever. I don't care. Oh no, my skeletal minions, no. Wow, that's a significant upgrade. Holy snarkies. Is this because I'm level 40 and I'm like getting like different kind of gear now? Must be. Finding all kind of upgrades. Okay.
Father bless. What do you need?
And I'm so low level, like it doesn't matter that you know, I don't have the aspects and shit like that, because like I'm level 41. I mean, come on. Alright. That's a kind of a cool looking helm, I guess. Not bad. The helm kind of reminds me of like old Japanese samurai armor a little bit because of the crescent moon. All right, going in. Oh, you know what I realized I just did? I had a one-handed sword that was like a... Oh no, I didn't. No, I did. Yeah, I had a one-handed sword that was a hella upgrade and I fucking disenchanted it. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'll find something better. That's just the way this game works. Ah, damn. This homies got their wig split.
It's Prava. Even she didn't survive this.
There's something underneath her. I know that glow. It's the Soul Stone.
The battle is not over. The father is hunting Lilith. In the spire. Across this infernal wasteland. Salvation is coming.
Not for these knights you led to hell. Not for you either.
Brother.
You're just a tool of someone who doesn't give a damn about any of us. And a thief. You had the stone the whole time we were helping you in Chaldean, didn't you?
Inarius entrusted it to me, and... Wait. You took it? Insolent heretic! Servants of darkness! You will all be damned!
Leave her. She's poisoned with hatred.
Is she the only one? Remember why we're here. What we're fighting against.
What do you propose?
I have a tonic. A little something to numb the pain and get her moving. Drink up, Prava. If you're wise, you'll get back to Chaldeum while you still have a chance.
Anger got the better of me there. My head's clear now, though. He was imprisoned here for millennia. He knows the terrain better than any of us.
I keep seeing myself standing over Lilith, stabbing her. I can't seem to push the thought away. The hatred here is trying to worm its way into my mind.
Yes, but keep your guard up. The cathedral is in shambles. We're on our own now. Stick together. And find that spire Prava spoke of.
Wait, what the fuck?
Watch out! Something's bombarding us.
It's coming from the high ground!
Help me put up the bulwark!
His soul blood is the Lord.
I'm so confused. Why the fuck did we go way up there just to come here?
The balance of power in hell will be overturned. This is not over yet. I will draw out your suffering.
I'm surprised you still remember the words to the bulwark.
I'm the one who told you that spec. More of this damn hellfire.
I'll clear the way. Tani Subtile Kittos.
Heed my call, Karun. Strike down the enemies of Lilith.
She's the one who's been hunting us.
I remember at some point you fight one of the world bosses. It might be right up here. This looks like a big area. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Somewhere in here. Oh shit. our ass. Damn it. You.
You're not half bad at taking charge, Dom. I can see why you were that big man in Skosgran.
Was that a compliment? Someone, write this down. Memorialize the moment.
It's not like I haven't given you one before. There was, that other time.
Oh, yes. The ground is shifting.
Prepare yourselves.
I knew it! Oh my god, it's over! God, I just shit out a million legend. Oh shit. I need to go to town. Yeah, I'm gonna let the story thing play out before I go anywhere. Speak the Lord. See, it's a good thing I've killed that thing multiple times, as, you know, or as an actual world boss, so makes the fight a lot easier when I understand the mechanics. The first time I fought it, I died so many times because I didn't understand the fight, so old Kinzo got shit on a lot. Well, I'm finding a bunch of shields. That's
Can I help you?
Cool, I guess. What did I get? Ooh, legendary pants. Each time bone storm damages an enemy, gain a barrier. Neat. Well, Army of the Dead? I don't even have Army of the Dead. Whatever, no matter. Your maximum number of skill. Oh, this is the same aspect again. Hooray! More minions. Hooray! Yeah, I'll just disenchant all this shit. I'll find better stuff. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll dump off these gems because they're just starting to eat up inventory space. I swear I read somewhere they've already started talking about the next not expansion, the what's it called, season, and they're gonna make gems not take up inventory space.
Hello.
Oh look, the kitty laid down when I said, oh, I rolled over. Look, move, skeletons. The kitty rolled over. Oh, it's adorable.
Greetings.
Oh, it's a kitty. Oh, I love kitties. Gotta pet it. I can't pet it. I wanna pet the kitty. I love kitties. Kitties are my favorite animals. I don't care what anyone says. I know a lot of people are like, oh, so you hate dogs? Yes, I hate dogs. They suck. And if you want a dog, you suck too. I'm kidding. I like dogs too, but I don't want one.
Bloody hell.
Lorath, are you...
Just catching my breath. I see the spire up ahead. Come on.
I'm very confused about my flight because I checked in last night, but now I just got a text saying I can check in. But I'm also kind of worried because when I checked in, I didn't have a seat assigned. They're like, oh, they'll call you at the gate. I'm like, I don't like that. I actually don't like that at all. I mean, honest, I'm kind of scared I'm not gonna make my flight because they'd be like, oh, sorry, we overbooked. Fuck you.
Lilith was here. I see the blood petals.
Do you remember them, Anarius? The whispers of the damned.
Words will not save you. Show yourself.
So, the soldier returns, and with such purpose. No longer the conflicted soul I left behind.
You deceived me!
Why, Anarius? What are you truly after?
My rightful place is in the heavens.
Is that why you seek to destroy all that we created?
Sanctuary is an abomination!
And our son.
I made it right. To satisfy the heavens.
Tell me, did they rejoice? No. They do not want you.
It is done. It all ends with you.
No. We made a choice. And that they can never forgive. No matter what you tell yourself, or who you sacrifice. Silence is their judgment.
But I set things right. What more would you have me do? Tell me! Please! Tell me!
The heavens do not speak to you anymore.
Heavens, protect me!
No. You belong in hell.
I mean, let's be honest. That's the best cutscene or cinematic or whatever that Blizzard's ever done. Like, that's it. That's the best one. The second best one, in my opinion, is the Wrath of the Lich King trailer with the Lich King on the ice field and all that. Like, god damn. Oh, so good.
What happened?
Lilith. She tore off Anarius's wings. It was like she was toying with him. She wanted the angel to suffer, before she ended him.
Then the prophecy was wrong. A spear of light piercing hatred's heart.
Maybe not. Lilith is wounded too.
If she's hurt, it will be easier to trap her in the Soul Stone. We cannot stop.
She's already gone.
What now?
I have an idea. I will prepare the Sightless Eye.
The eye? What do you mean?
We must find Lilith. The only way to do that is to use the eye.
Are you serious? I know what happened the last time the eye was used. I know it didn't end well.
Do you have a better idea? Any of you? That's what I thought.
You're bleeding.
I'm fine. But, Lorith is right. The eye is the only advantage we have. The only way to find Lilith. There is no time to waste.
To the Cathedral of Hatred. And you look less well than when I saw you last. I would not be so certain of victory.
Fulfill the promise you made to me.
Of course, daughter of hatred. With my gift, you will face your father. We all return home in the end.
Foolish of you to use the eye again. What is this? Where am I? A prisoner in your own mind. I could keep you here forever. But I will offer you a different fate. You could be Sanctuary's greatest protector. But only if you choose to. I will show you why the world has need of you.
Those are that one area from Act 1.
Ever since you drank my blood, I have been a part of you. I always will be. I carry your hopes and fears in my heart. I gifted humans with free will, but they are lost, without a shepherd to guide them. They flock to these theaters disguised as temples, where false saviors tell them fairy tales of good and evil.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity.
People submit to the spectacle. The world through a child's eyes. But you know.
The Haradrim know the truth.
Yes. But they are only keepers of knowledge. They cannot do what you do.
I'm sorry, miss.
My son was wiser than even the Haradrim. But it was not in his nature to be a shepherd either. His prophecy was a warning. But rather than use it to unite the Sanctuary, he let it breed chaos. Inarius, Elias, Lorath. They wanted so badly to see their own meaning in the prophecy. They were blind to the simple truth of it. We are prisoners of the eternal conflict, the pawns of angels and demons. It will always be a part of us. We must fight to survive. It was so human of Anarius to think the prophecy was all about him. Or perhaps your kind inherited that vanity.
Blessed Mother, save us.
Elias thought I was the one to save Sanctuary. But he was wrong. A human must lead the flock of humans. You.
I am no one's savior.
A true shepherd never thinks so. But look at your life. People see hope in you. Hatred, destruction, and terror are forever. We will always need to fight them. But we can turn the tide of the eternal conflict in our favor. It starts here, with Mephisto's destruction,
And you will lead the battles to come. Simply take my hand. Fight for Sanctuary. I will stay in the shadows.
I will never take your hand.
Then this is the future that awaits you. I will keep you shackled here forever.
Hello, friend. Need help?
The cave in the mountains. This is where Mephisto found me.
Do not cower. I've come to free you from this trap.
Why do you keep helping me?
Look where we stand. I saved you in this dismal little cave because I sensed you could end Lilith. And that is all I want. I won't lie. There will come a time when we are enemies. But like it or not, right now we need each other to defeat her. Look me in the eye. The path ahead is steep. My blessing will guide you. Tread without fear.
I thought I sensed that old wolf skulking around. You would follow Mephisto, but not me. Are you that foolish?
I don't serve either of you.
What did my father offer you? Answer me. What fool would deny the mother's gift? I want it. master's fate is already sealed.
Nothing is sealed yet. That's why you're still talking.
You ungrateful worm. I will bury you in this nightmare until you beg for death.
Wait, did I kill him?
The faceless eye is the source of this nightmare.
Don't even think of burying me here, you bastard.
I'm too damn old to haul your body out of hell. So move your hand. Let me see.
I haven't taken orders from you in years, Lorette. I see no reason to start now.
You should have come to me instead of the cathedral. I would have shown up for you. Shared your burden.
I know. And perhaps things would have gone differently with Scott's claim. And with Yoren. Was it enough? Will he think it was enough?
Yes. More than enough.
I'm sorry about Dona.
What's done is done. What did you learn from the Eye?
Lilith tried to trap me. Before that, I saw her cross a great sea of fire. Beyond it lay her father's domain.
We are too late.
We can't give up now. We have the stone. What should we do?
I don't know. I always thought if I didn't survive, you'd be the one to finish this. You've always had the steady hand, not me. Trust your gut is the reason we've made it this far.
He gave everything. His home, his son. What was it for?
You've made it back. Good.
What does he mean?
This fiend helped me escape from Lilith.
Wait, I've read of such a wolf. No. Mephisto. You trusted a prime evil?
Trust had no part in it. Your friend saw reason instead. As should you. If Lilith takes my essence, Sanctuary is lost.
What do you propose?
No proposals. I offer only my aid. This leads to the Cathedral of Hatred. But you must hurry. Lilith is almost there. You've arrived before Lilith, but she is close.
What now?
We can set an ambush. I distract her, you trap her in the Soul Stone.
Yes.
Something isn't right. Mephisto led you to this moment. We're in his realm. Should we really be doing what he wants? Between him and Lilith, he is the greater evil.
You want to use the stone on him?
Think carefully. That path would lead to failure for all of us.
He's afraid.
It could work. We imprison Mephisto in the stone, get back to Lorath.
Then we seal the gates of hell behind us and leave Lilith here.
She'll catch you before you escape. And if I'm trapped in the stone when she does, she will take my power. Don't let your hate for me blind you to common sense.
Nerel, I can't trust my thoughts about Mephisto, but I trust yours. Do what you think is right.
Your lives and those of all humanity depend on what you do next. Choose wisely.
Let us pray that worked. Come on.
Lilith will hunt us down. I must end it.
I'll find Lorath. We'll make this right. And we'll wait for you at the chapel. This better not be the last time I see you. Understand?
was meant as an escape from the eternal conflict. And yet, here we are, again. I gave you free will, and you've squandered it, wasting it on a crusade you don't understand. You chose tyranny when offered freedom. A poor legacy for my gift. Without me, you would have no victory. And its cost will be more than you can pay.
Give me my loot. Okay. Well, that's that. Okay.
It is done. Lilith is no more.
Is she trapped in the stone?
No. Mephisto is. He helped us reach the Cathedral of Hatred before Lilith did.
Of course. He had a hand in all of this from the beginning, didn't he?
We had to take the risk.
No. I understand. Where is the stone?
Neyrelle. She didn't come back to you.
No.
She must have already gone ahead to the desert chapel.
We'll go after her. Quickly. I need to bring Donan and seal the gates of hell behind us. I will only slow you down.
You can't do this on your own, my friend. We came together. We leave together too.
Now, we are truly alone. The creators of Sanctuary, Angel and Demon, Father and Mother, are dead. They made us in their image. Their conflict is a part of us. It always will be. But is there any truth to Lilith's vision? This mad idea that we can escape the eternal conflict? Or will we walk the same path of all children who rebel against their parents? So often we simply become them. These are not questions befitting an old man. I don't have much time left. This struggle is not mine anymore. All I can do is help the Wanderer and Neyrelle avoid the fate of Rathma. And everyone else who tried and failed to overcome our flawed nature. Once we are back with Neyrelle, we will find a way. We have to.
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the gameplay here because I'm not gonna like. I'll stitch it all together, but like I have to go catch a flight. Like I can't sit here and keep playing because I think the credits were like 30 minutes long, and I'm gonna run out of time, and I'll be dead if I miss this flight. So, in real life time, I'm gonna be gone for like probably 4 or 5 days. And the gameplay wise, I'm gonna cut this and we'll continue. So I'll be right back. Okay, and like magic, I'm back from my trip. I didn't die.
Let's go while you can. We'll be on the move again soon.
And yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's try to wrap this up.
She's gone. Why didn't you wait for us? No. It will take time for the corruption to spread from the stone. She must have left for a reason. Yes. Yes, that must be right. Yorin, Donan. We've lost so many to hatred. We can't lose Neyrelle too. Come on.
Lorathnar.
Will this never end?
Yosef, what do you want?
Step aside. I'm here for the Haradrim.
Can it wait? I'm off to bury a friend.
We'll dig his grave for you.
Well, that's kind. But who will dig yours?
Kill the heretic!
The Haradrim have used their dark magics to bear a great evil into our world. Commit their wicked souls to the Father, and retrieve the Soul Stone.
Yosef. He saved my life in Nevesk. They were not our enemies.
They were fools. I don't have the time for it. I am going to Scotsglen. Donan deserves to be buried with his son.
I thought the dead deserve nothing, while the living are in danger.
Wise words. But I have a promise to keep. That's why you must ride north, ahead of me. If the cathedral doesn't have her yet, Neyrelle might head for the vault. Find her. Once you're together, meet me at Donan's estate.
Okay. I mean, I thought I was basically at the end of the game, but maybe I was mistaken.
I know what I saw. She had horns like a beast, strode right past where you stand.
Yeah, I knew it. I always go the wrong way trying to get in this place.
A path of scales. This is what I saw in the reflections. We're close. I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to... You're going to leave me, aren't you? You'll find a place where I can be taken care of. Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope. I thought you'd know me better by now. I am my mother's daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to the end.
No sign of her. But that letter wasn't here before. She must have left it.
Ooh. New battle pass item. Man, I ain't gonna hit level 100 unless Blizzard makes the XP gain like 100% before the end of the season. It's just, it's not gonna happen. I just don't play that much. I don't have the time no more to just sit there and just play a video game like all fucking day. I just don't have time. And even if I do find myself with the time, I find myself not wanting to do that anymore. At least not with no game that's out right now. I don't know what kind of video game would have to come out to make me feel that way again. I really don't. I want to.
Why do I only hear one set of footsteps?
I spent a lot of time learning this code, so I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now. My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers. I don't know if she'd recognize this person I'm becoming. It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim. You were bitter. You were uncertain. But you were always true friends. That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go. Your imperfection gave me hope. And we will need it to face what comes next. To face him and his brothers. I don't know how much time I have. But there has to be a better answer. And I have to find it. Alone. I know you'll want to go with me. But people have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too. If I've misjudged, the world is going to need you to survive and clean up the mistakes I leave behind. I know you don't want to hear this, but you don't get to quit. Not again. Wish me well, Morath. Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
All right. Okay, so yeah, there it is. The main campaign of Diablo 4. I still got some seasonal quests to do, or story or whatever, which the seasonal stuff's actually kind of cool, so I don't hate that I have to do that again. Okay, I guess I'll just do what I normally do, is I'll just talk about the game in general. Usually what I start out with is, do I like the game or not? And I do. I actually like Diablo 4 quite a bit. There's two parts to that answer. I like a lot of shit about this game, for sure. I think the story is one of the more compelling ones out of all four of the games. It has the best story. It's layered, it's you know, got some twists and turns. It's not so predictable. It was just a really well written story, like to a point where, like, I don't know, man, like to some degree I kind of think Lilith was right. You know, like she's supposed to be the big baddie, but I'm like, yeah, but she has a point, you know. And I love it when anything has a villain that's compelling like that. You know, I remember what was that movie called? That Black Panther movie, the first one. I think it was called Wakanda. No, I think it was just called Black Panther. But anyway, and I can't remember the man's name, but he was like the dude that came back to like take his legacy or whatever. You know, in a lot of ways, like he had a lot of very valid points about kind of his thought process and, you know, his logic for stuff. And I was like, damn, like, you know, this guy's a point. But anyway, that's a whole different thing altogether. But yeah, this game's story is quite good. I love the art to this game. I think that's my favorite thing about it. I love the art design. Everything looks so cool. It's dark, it's grim, it's gritty, it's bloody, it's gory, it's gothic looking. It's so cool, man. Enemies look cool. Your character, you know, is just cool. Even, you know, this is just art, but it looks great. I like the cutscenes, and God, man, that cutscene earlier is just, I think, the best cutscene Blizzard's ever done. It's just so well done. The music in this game is fantastic. I love the music. Gameplay wise, as far as like, you know, using the abilities and skills, it's all good. It's fun, you know, good fun. It's a, you know, clearly inspired by Diablo 3, which is fine. I don't mind that. There's some clunkiness to the gameplay. Like, I think the skill trees are kind of weak, and I haven't even gotten to the Paragon board yet. I'm not anywhere near that thing yet. Well, that's not true. I think I don't know what level my character is, but I'm like 6 or 7 levels off to get to the Paragon board, which I don't like the Paragon system that much because it's just a lot, which you'll see that in well, you'll probably see it. You know, the story gameplay is very fun. I really enjoy doing the story stuff. As far as the gameplay goes, as far as like just making a character and doing the seasonal content, you know, that's where the game kind of starts falling flat for me as of right now, at the time of this recording, as of season 1. And I'm not gonna sit there and tell you it's bad. It's not, but there's not much to do. Like, you do the season 1 story stuff, you do your side quest, you do whatever, And then you just at this point playing your character around the, you know, probably the 60s, where you've kind of done everything for the most part. And it's just, okay, well, the only thing that you can really do is just grind nightmare dungeons. And that's not fun to me. That's not compelling. That's why I don't play this game a whole lot. Like, I got some friends that, you know, they were giving me some guff about it. And they're like, man, you're all excited about this game, but you never play it. I'm like, yeah, because like all we do is just do dungeons all the time. And that's boring, man. Like after like a couple nights of doing that, I'm like, is this it? Is this all we're doing? I'm like, that's not fun to me. Especially when you start getting up in like the, what's it called? World Tier 4. And you just basically run out of upgrades, where I mean, like I'm talking, I went on my other character before the season started. I mean, I went like 12 levels without seeing a single fucking upgrade, because like you're waiting for like these perfectly rolled items, and it's not fun. So, you know, that I'm sure is something they'll work out and add stuff, because it's a ever evolving game. So I'm not really upset about it, but it's disappointing. But overall, like, if you ask me, it's like, well, Kenzo, do you think you got your money's worth out of this game? Yeah, absolutely I did. I more than got my money's worth out of this game. And I've only really played 2 characters. I made a sorceress or wizard or whatever the fuck they're called in this game. And I've made a necromancer. And I haven't even touched the other 3 characters. One beef I had with this game, this is me. Had nothing to do with the game. This is purely on Kenzo. I'm being completely honest, I don't like any of the classes in this game. Honestly, I don't give a shit about Necromancer. I do like Necromancer, but it's not like my go-to character. You know, like the sorceress or sorcerer or whatever, they're fun, but again, not my flavor. I've never given a shit about a barbarian, so who cares? Druid's kind of neat, but again, not my flavor. And what are they called in this game? The rogue? Not my flavor at all. Don't give a shit about that character. So the character I really want to play is a paladin or a crusader or whatever the hell they're going to call them in this game, but they're not in the game right now. I'm sure they're going to add them. I mean, there's a whole side zone dedicated to like quest lines upon quest line about crusaders. So I know they're going to be in the game at some point. Hell, the mobile game came out, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 months ago with a, it's some kind of like vampire knight or blood knight or vampire knight or some kind of character that I think is like a vampire knight thing that looked cool. It was something unique that we haven't seen in Diablo before. But I don't feel like doing a gameplay of that game. I mean, maybe later I'll do one, but I just don't, as of right now, I'm not McLovin' it. Anyway, as far as my trip went, because I did come and go back on a trip to Washington, visited some friends, had a great time. I actually went to PAX West up in Seattle, and I'd never been to a gaming convention before, or not like that anyway. And it was cool. Like, I saw a lot of cool shit. I played the new Five Nights at Freddy's VR game. I think it was a PlayStation or PlayStation 5 VR. I think that's what I played it on. It was really, really cool. I've never played a VR game before, and now that I've played it, I'm like, well, I kind of want to play more of that. But you know, it's funny because the demo I played, I'm sure I can talk about it. I mean, I can't record anything, but the demo I played was, you know, you put the headset on. It's very immersive. Again, I've never done VR before, and I could pick from 1 of 3 games. And the fellow that was helping me, I told him, I go, okay, well, if you were me, what would you want to play? Like, which one do you like the most? And he goes, well, I don't remember the name of it, because I like this one. It was like a whack-a-mole game. So it puts me in the game, and again, I've never played VR before, so I'm holding these controllers, and I'm like kind of looking around. Oh, okay, let me back up. So I click the button to start the fucking game, and it instantly does a jump scare. Like this thing jumps out and goes, ah, and I don't know what it was. I've only played Five Nights at Freddy's 1, really, and it didn't scare me because I don't get jump scared a whole lot. I'm not saying I can't get scared or jump scared. But it's exceedingly rare that jump scares work on me, or work to any degree of effectiveness where I'm like, oh my god, it's so scary. so like the jump scare happened. I'm sure the dude was waiting for me to get scared, and I just kind of stood there and I was like, yeah, nice try. Anyway, it's a whack-a-mole game, so I'm looking at my hands where the controllers were, but instead of controllers, I see the little, you know, the little hammer padded things for whack-a-mole. And I was like, oh, this is weird, you know, so I'm like moving them around and checking them out. And then these little things start popping out. They're like, I'm assuming that was Freddy the bear. There was like a fox or some shit. I don't know the characters in that franchise. I mean, there's not much to say. Like, they come out and you thwack them down. There was one I had to hit like 3 times to get the bitch down, and I was like, get in the fucking hole, and the guy starts laughing. But anyway, it's hard to explain without showing it, and I don't have the game, but you know, you're standing in this VR thing, and there's like this chest high wall in the game anyway, that you can kind of see over, and you can kind of see like a bigger arcade behind you, and there's stuff like moving around back there and noises and all that, and it was really cool. And then yes, at the end when I beat it, a jump scare happened, and it didn't scare me. I mean, I just stood there, and I was telling the guy, like, sorry man, like I'm not your ideal candidate for these kind of games, because that stuff typically doesn't work on me, or at least in the manner that you did it, you know. And he's like, well, do you have feedback? I'm like, well, I'm like, for me, what works for horror is something more subtle. Like if you would have had things like peering over the wall, or something walking around the background, or, you know, something like that, that would have probably been more effective for someone like me. Like this just up in my face, booga booga shit, that doesn't really work on me. But I told him the things that I liked, and then I left and I had a good time. Oh, and he's like, oh, well, you have time. Do you want to play another game? And keep in mind, I stood in this line for like hour and a half to play this fucking thing, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I just left, because by that point my legs hurt, I was tired, fucking, I was thirsty. I'm like, I just want to go get something to drink and sit down. But it was fun. There was this dude in the line behind me. He had to be in his 20s, I'm assuming, like early 20s. I don't know how old this kid was, but he was apparently really into Five Nights at Freddy's, like the lore and all that, and the whole line he's just going on and on about the lore and this, and you know, if this person doesn't know this, then they're not a fan because they didn't read the books. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, I didn't know there were books. I had no idea. I also didn't know there's a movie coming out for Five Nights at Freddy's, because they had it playing on this TV when you got closer to the front of it. And it looks good. It looks really good. So I'll check that out when that hits, because again, I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Even though I haven't played the first game, I never beat it, but I have played it, and I had a pretty good time with it. But I know there's probably like 10 games in that franchise. But yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I played or no, I didn't play much of anything because like the lines were super long. But I saw Sega had a little area. I saw this area that had like those little scorpion looking gaming chairs where they recline with the monitors and all that. That was cool. Tons of indie games were there. I mean, there were a lot of indie games. I was really surprised. I did get to play Tekken 8. That was super fun. I haven't played Tekken in years. I had a great time playing that, even though my friend played, and I think they had it on some kind of like super modified mode, because she was doing these combos and I'm like, there's no fucking way you're doing this, because she was just pushing buttons, but she kicked the shit out of me, man. I was like, what the fuck? I can't think of any other video games that I played. They had a Among Us booth, which was pretty funny because they had that little card game where you swipe the card, and I couldn't get it to work. I swiped that fucking thing like 3 or 4 times and I failed. They gave me a little fake tattoo. I thought that was cute. And I'm kind of glad that I got that, because the one of the prizes was like a little hand fan. Not like a fan, like a little, you know, fan that you like shake in front of your face, or wave in front of your face, I mean. And I really didn't want that. I bought a mystery box thing for Resident Evil, and it had a bunch of junk in it. That's usually how those go. I don't know why I bought it, because like I knew it was gonna be junk, and I was right. And it's funny because the convention was kind of weird in that there was one building that was for one thing, and then you had to go like down the road and across the street to another building where the other part of the convention was. and I'm going through the metal detector, and my mystery box sets it off, and they were kind of dicks about it. They're like, well, what's in here? And I go, couldn't tell you. It's a mystery box. So ergo, it's a mystery. I don't know. They're like, well, open it. And I'm like, I don't want to open it. I'm like, you open it. And they wouldn't do it. And I'm like, you motherfucker. So like, I had to open it, spoil the mystery. And then they were like having me pull the shit out. I'm like, well, here's a pin that can set it off. And they're like, well, what's in this? And the dude kept like interrogating me, and finally I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're asking me questions I couldn't possibly answer. I don't know what's in here. This is a mystery box. First time seeing it, I don't know. Now, to his credit, I'll be fair, he was doing his job, because his job is to keep that place safe, you know, because, you know, if I had a bomb in that box, you know, I could have brought it in there and just played dumb, you know, I don't know what this is, and then realize it's a bomb and I blow up the place. So, you know, I get it. I get why he was being the way he was. But what it was kind of funny, I guess, because it's a little cigarette holder, like a little metal cigarette holder. And I'm like, well, this would have been neat like fucking 5 years ago when I smoked, or 4 years ago, how many years since I quit smoking, but whatever. So that was kind of annoying. But anyway, there was another area that had, I guess Nintendo was there, but we didn't make it over there because, I mean, by the time that we got through the second building and did some more stuff, I mean, all of us were just done. We're like, we've been standing for like fucking 7 hours, walking around. We're tired. We want to get the fuck out of here. Oh, I played Pokemon for the first time in my entire life. The card game, I've never in my life played Pokemon, whether it's a video game or a card game or anything. No, that's not true. That's not true. Before this, I had played Pokemon Go for like a couple days up in Alaska, and it didn't grab me, so I stopped playing it. But you go into this area and you sit down with other people, and then there's this dude that'll like teach you how to play the card game. The first guy we got kind of sucked. He didn't explain shit very clearly. So me and my friend, like, we're looking at each other, and both of us are like, I have no idea what we're doing, you know? But it was neat. I could see me getting into that if I had some people to play it with, which I don't. And because I don't really have friends in real life, really, at least none that are physically around me. I mean, I have people that are friends, but they all live in different states. So here locally, I keep to myself. I don't. Oh, here's a funny story, kind of to that similar topic. So I come back from my trip, right? And I've been up since 3 in the morning. At the time of this recording, is still the same day. So I'm exhausted. I'm tired as fuck. This shows you the kind of person I am. I get to the grocery store and I go buy some shit, and I'm sending in the check online, and there's this like lady, 2 people ahead of me, and she's paying her shit, and she looks at me and she like waves. She's like, oh, hey Ken. And then I kind of looked down, like kind of looked away from her, because I didn't understand what she said, and 2, I thought she was just talking to someone else. And she turned to the left, and after she was gone, I was about done checking out. I go, wait. I go, I know that person. I was like, oh fuck, it's not like someone I work with really, but it's someone that I don't know, like sometimes we interact at work or whatever, just because of our jobs. And I was like, oh shit, that was so-and-so. Oh shit, I just dissed her. And that's just the kind of person I am. Like when I'm out in public, I'd say 99% of the time my head's shoved so far up my asshole I could fucking count every fucking wrinkle, you know, there. Because I'm just in a daze. Like I'm in La worlds. You know, I've had people like straight have to stand in front of me and wave their arms and go hello, and I'm like, what are you all? Hey. And that's just who I am as a person. That's Kenzo being Kenzo. That's Kenzo being the best Kenzo there is. So subsequently, Kenzo ain't got friends where he lives right now. Really, and he doesn't. As to why I'm speaking in third person, I don't fucking know. But, and that's just more a choice on my part, because I don't like people, man. Like, I just don't. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I don't like going out. I don't like hanging out with people. I don't like having friends that want to do shit. Like, I want to be left alone. Years ago, I had some buddies up in Alaska, and one of them was the opposite of that. He wanted to hang out all the time, and I'm like, he's like, oh man, let's come over, or I'm like, okay, can I go over there? We'll drink coffee and hang out. And I'm like, no man, leave me alone, go away. It is, And it's so hard to explain to anyone. I'm like, it's not you, it's just me. I'm just I'm an antisocial cat, all right? I want to sit in my tree and be left alone. Maybe I'll come over and let you pet me a little bit, then I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go back to my tree and be happy. And that's who I am. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I got way off track. I don't know. I forgot now. There was some point I was trying to make. It's gone now. Oh, no, I remember now. So Pokemon, like I can see myself getting into that. So anyway, you finish the game and then you get like a free little starter deck of cards and a pin, and I got something else that was kind of cool. And I had a good time. It was a pretty fun experience. And I'm sure there's like Pokemon leagues here in town that I could probably go find and go play the game in person, but I don't want to, because that would involve all the things I said that I don't enjoy doing, like interacting with people. Plus, here's something. I hate stereotypes sometimes, because stereotypes exist for a reason. They truly do. And, you know, there's a stereotype of like, you know, ugly, smelly, sweaty nerds. Well, that's what was at that convention, man. Like there were some people that stunk so bad. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like wash your clothes, wash your ass, like put on some deodorant, or like do everything I just said. Fucking damn, man. Stunk so bad. I mean, so bad I was like feeling nauseous. I'm about to walk away. I was like, oh my God, so gross. I'm like, fucking nerds, man. I saw some cosplay people there. I didn't really see any that I thought were really all that cool. I saw one dude that was dressed as Luffy from One Piece. He looked cool. And there was someone that was, I don't remember her name, but in, what's that game called? Apex Legends. There's that blonde lady that puts the electric fences down. Whatever her name is, there was someone dressed like her, but I had to ask who it was because I saw her and I was standing in the Pokemon line. I was like, oh, who is that? And this just a random dude in front of me, he goes, oh, that's whatever her name is from Apex Legends. I was like, oh, I'm like the fence bitch. He's like, yeah. As it turns out, I don't know as much about gaming as I thought I did, but it depends on what gaming you're talking about. You know, you put me in a room with Nintendo stuff, I'm probably going to know most of it. You know, you throw me in a room with some like shooting first-person shooter, probably decent chance I'm going to know about it. But like a lot of this more obscure stuff like RPG. Oh God, I have a picture of it somewhere. If I remember, I'll edit into this video, which I'm not going to remember. I just know me well enough to know it's not going to happen. But there was a Final Fantasy section. And again, I don't know Final Fantasy really hardly at all, but it kind of looked like a big dog with horns it's made out of wood. It's the best way I could describe it, but it looked like it was on fire and it was glowing. It was a giant statue and it looked so fucking cool. Oh God, that was so awesome. Oh, it looks so good. And I took a picture of it knowing in my head, I'm like, this will never look as cool as what I'm seeing in person, but man, it was cool looking. On a other topic, my friends got me into Pokemon Go because they all played it, and I was like, well, I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be left out. And I got the game. I couldn't remember my login from my old account, so I just said fucking start a new account. Yeah, I actually like the game. I think it's pretty neat. Especially nowadays, because I've been like being more active and exercises and shit. So, you know, subsequently I've been going on these walks outside my neighborhood. So now to some degree I have something to do where I can make like a little path where I can go collect Pokemon or whatever. I don't know. What sucks though is that my friend's house where I was staying, you know, in their house, like right by their house, they have a what's it called, a gym, Poke Gym, or a gym, a trainer gym. I don't know what they're called. It's a gym of some kind. And then not like a half a block away from that, if even that far, there was a Poke Stop, I think they're called. And you just go to there and you spin this thing and it gives you items. So like on their shit, I could go there every few minutes and spin this shit and get all kind of items. Here where I live, now that I'm back home, there's nothing around me. There is nothing around me. Nothing. I'm like, this fucking sucks. I saw on the website for the company that makes the game, when you hit level 37, you can like petition or suggest or something to have something, I guess, put where you live. But I'm assuming you have to sell it somehow, like, oh, this would be important because of whatever. Which really the reason is I'm like, I just want to buy my house because I'm lazy and I just want to spend this thing sitting in my living room. What else did I do? Oh, I went to a bar arcade. That was fun. I played like Tekken 5 and Mortal Kombat 2 was there. That was fun. But I think the most fun I had, there was two things. I played a Turtles, a Ninja Turtles game. It was kind of like the old Turtles in Time game, where it was a 4-player arcade game, like co-op. It was a lot of fun. But the most fun I had, they have a Mario Kart game where you sit in the chair and you have the steering wheel and all that. I really liked that. That was super fun. The only thing I didn't like about it was you would sit down, you'd play, and I mean, I got first place every single time because, you know, if you know me at all, like, I love me some Mario Kart. I'm pretty decent at it. So I was like just thumping everyone there. But every time, you know, I was done, whether I got first place or not, you had to pay another $1 to play it again. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm like, I don't want to play this again, or, you know, pay for this again. So I paid for it like 5 times because I was having a good time. It was fun. Played some pinball, which I've never been a big pinball guy, but I appreciate it. It was fun. There was a Mandalorian one that I thought was pretty fun. That was good times. I saw Mount Rainier, I think was the name of the mountain. It kind of like a volcano. It's cool. It looked real neat. I think that's it. I mean, all the stuff I can think of. So yeah, in the span of doing this last gameplay for Diablo 4, in real life, I went and did all kind of stuff and had a good time. I tell you, another thing I learned about myself is for Alaska Airlines, they have these kind of tickets you can purchase. They're called saver tickets, I think they're called. And what they are is they're these kind of tickets where you don't have a seat assigned. I don't understand the purpose. I mean, I guess it's just because they just give you, I guess, whatever seats aren't taken, I suppose. So it's like you have a seat. It's like no matter what, you have a seat. But you just don't know what you're gonna get. So I had 2 problems with this in this order. One, apparently I'm a control freak. I didn't really know this about myself until like the situation happened where I'm looking at my boarding pass and there's no seat associated, which I knew that going into it. But then I was kind of having like this kind of like internal meltdown moment where I'm like, well, shit, what if they don't call me? What if I don't get a seat? You know, what if they overbooked and I miss my flight? Like these are the things that are going through my head. So, you know, the like other problem was I couldn't really like relax near the gate because I was like, at one point I'm like I've got to use the bathroom before I get on this airplane because I can very rarely make it through a flight without having to pee. And I'm like, I got to get every drop of liquid out of me before I get on this plane. And I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there. And I'm like, I gotta go. So like I leave and I'm like almost away where I can't really hear anything, and I hear my name and I'm like, God damn it, I turn around and go back. So that was annoying. The bigger issue was because since you don't get to pick your seat, well, guess what, chump? You're gonna either sit in the middle or have a window seat. I don't like window seats, not because I'm afraid of heights or anything, but because, as stated previously, I typically can't make it through a flight without having to pee, and I hate bothering people. You know, to go do that because a lot of people are able to sleep. I can't sleep on a plane. I can't sleep sitting up. So if you're able to just nod off, well, fuck you. That's what I think about you, piece of shit. So anyway, I had a middle seat, so I'm behind like, or in the middle of like 2 people that were like kind of bigger than me. So I'm getting squished the whole way. It was uncomfortable. I didn't like it. So on the way back, when you're checking in, you can do like pay, I don't know, I think it was like $40, $50 more to get a seat, and there was an aisle seat that I purchased because I was like, fuck this, like I don't want to wait. So anyway, I don't know if the saver thing's worth it. I mean, I guess if you truly don't give a shit where you sit, then and you don't mind just waiting around your gate, because like they have to call your name and tell you what seat you're on. So yeah. Oh, and the other thing about the saver seat is you're the last one to fucking get on the plane, which really, that doesn't bug me too much aside from this, which I've never had this happen before. But they were calling out on the things, and they're like, hey, this is a full flight, we're not going to have enough overhead storage, like we need people to give up their bags to check them in. And I don't mind checking in a bag, but I didn't want to this time because I'm like, damn it, I don't want to wait at the baggage carousel. Plus I had a kind of a bad experience with checking in my bag when I went to Kentucky a few months ago, so I was like, I'm not feeling it right now. Well, then the lady that was doing the gate control stuff, she was like telling us, she's like, look, I need so many volunteers, and if I don't get them, then I'm just gonna start randomly telling you we're gonna check in your bag, and like, don't get mad at me, but it's gonna have to be that way, otherwise, like, you know, the plane can't, you know, fucking take off. And I'm like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. And sure as shit, you know, I'm about one of the last ones to get on the plane because I had this saver ticket. And I see her start walking towards me, and I'm like, here we go. And she's like, I need to check your bag. And now I'll give her credit. She's like, is that okay? And I'm thinking, okay, what would have happened if I would have said no? She would have been like, that's unfortunate, we're checking in your bag. They didn't lose my luggage, thankfully, so it all worked out. But and then on the way back, I just volunteered my bag to have it checked in, because the same thing happened, you know, coming back home. They're like, hey, we need people to volunteer to check in their bag. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna just go do it. Which I kind of dimly regretted when I got here this morning, because I had to wait a long time for my bag. I mean, that's why I stood around that baggage thing like 20 minutes before it came out. So that was annoying. Can't think of anything else. I mean, I don't have anything else really new that happened in the past few days. I mean, had a good time, saw some friends. They have little dogs. I'm not a dog person, never have been. And they're dogs. To me, dogs are annoying because they're just annoying. I don't know how else to describe them. They're just a lot of work. You have to constantly tell them no and sit. Well, not all dogs. I mean, I'm not saying all dogs are like this, because I've certainly been around dogs that I like more than others because they're just chilling. They don't really do anything, which is more my speed. But their dogs are like young and they're high energy. They're these little poodle things, and they're super cute. Oh my god, they're like adorable. They're like little teddy bears. Oh, they're so cute. But god, they're just. If I Googled and like high energy annoying dogs, I think these two dogs would take the cake. They have another dog that was like a tripod, like it's only got 3 legs. That dog's cute, but it's you know, it's a little dog, and a lot of little dogs have like emotional problems where like you're petting them and everything's cool until they're growling at you, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're not cool now. And that's all that one was. But that dog had kind of like a fucked up story. Like I guess it was abused and had kind of a rough youth. So it sucks for that dog, and I feel bad for it. But it's cute. It's a good dog. I like their dogs. I do, but they're annoying. I'll admit it. They're annoying dogs, but. Somewhere I got a picture of me with like laying with all these dogs because they wanted to hang out with me a few times, which is fine. I don't hate dogs. I don't prefer them. I'm a cat guy. And you know why I like cats? Cats just do their own thing. Like, yeah, maybe they'll come over and want to lay by you or sit in your lap for a little bit and get some pets, and they purr, and then like, I'm done, and they leave. That's the part cats I love. They use you for what they want, and then they're gone. So I'm kind of I relate to that at a deep spiritual level. Oh man, there's something else. There's like some other thing I can't remember now. Well, anyway, that's how my weekend was. I left Thursday afternoon and I came back early Sunday morning, and I felt bad because I should have picked a not such an early ticket, because my friends had to wake up at like fucking 4:30 a.m. to get me to the airport. They didn't have to. I told them I'd happily take an Uber, and they're like, oh no, we don't mind. I'm like, yeah, but what if you do? It's so early too. So I suck. I'm that guy. You know, I got that cheap ticket, but I could have picked the return flight better. So I'll hopefully I'm invited back, and I'll pick a ticket that's not so crazy. Oh my god, these credits are so good. Fucking hell. Oh man, how many languages are there? Jeez, I mean, we're like in Italian now. I do wonder what Diablo or what the seasons on Diablo 4 are gonna be like. I saw a little bit on the next season. It's called the Season of Blood. And I didn't read a whole lot into it beyond like your not Paragon, Renown. Your Renown board. I guess once you do everything, it just stays that way now, which I'm like, well, thank God, because I don't want to do this over and over every fucking season. So I'm glad Blizzard's listening there and implementing that change. Because I have my original pre-season character has everything done and unlocked. So I'm glad I can just log into that character and get all the perks. Russian, there's Russian voices. That's cool. I do like this game more than Diablo 3, but the problem with Diablo 3 was I don't hate Diablo 3, but it's so man, I don't know, cartoony. Like it's so over the top, like zany antics, and I mean, yeah, the graphics were cartoony. I don't know. It didn't. Of the 4 games, 3 is the one that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, where it doesn't fit in with the other games as far as like the dark, gritty kind of narrative to it. I'm not a fan of 3 for that, but I didn't hate 3. A lot of people hated it. I'm like, it's okay. I mean, I have a whole gameplay of it. I mean, you can go watch that and get my full spin on it, but it's not bad. And the later stuff they did with the seasonal stuff in 3 is cool. You know, they're still doing seasons. I don't know what number season it's on, but they're still updating 3 for seasons. I'm like, Jesus, it's over, man. Like 4's out. Just let it go. Oh God, I'm sleepy. God, I didn't sleep great last night because I didn't get a ton of sleep because we stayed out kind of late. So I only got like maybe 4 hours of sleep, and then I had to get up at 4 in the morning. So yeah, I am dog shit tired right now. Super tired. I would go to bed now, but there's no way. I mean, even if I slept as much as I could probably make it till about 10 o'clock tonight, and I'd wake up and be wide awake, and then I'd fuck up my whole sleep cycle all over again. And I'm not down for all that. Okay, is this the end of the credits? I mean, there's talking about like licensing shit. Usually when you start getting here, that's usually the end of it. I think. The preamble. What? Font software? It's a whole section about font? Oh, okay. I hope they do, like, I hope Blizzard does well in this game financially. I mean, where they can source some expansions for it, because they left the story kind of open-ended, where, you know, there could be a you know, sequel, or probably more likely it's going to be expansions, which I am all for. But I wonder if they're going to do the expansions like expansions, or if they're going to be like just seasonal things. I don't know. To me, like, I would hope they do it seasonally and they just release shit as it comes out versus having to do a whole expansion. Because the thing with expansions is typically they release them, they get more content, but also get some more like cash flow. But the way this game's built is it has that real money store where you can purchase tokens. It's a you know, it's like every other game. Just about every game has battle passes now, and every game is fucking a store to buy cosmetics, which I don't mind that. I truly don't. I don't mind cosmetic purchases. Like, hell, in Team Fortress 2, that's an old game, but it had a good cosmetic store. I purchased quite a few things in Team Fortress 2 because I hit a point with the game where I'm like, look, I've given you a lot of time into this game for my one purchase. I think you've earned a little more money. I think that's okay to do that. Oh, it's the end. Okay, I feel like this is glitched because I'm pretty sure there was a voiceover here when I started this. Lilith has been defeated, but there's still so much to do. Level up and take on new challenges. Okay. Seasonal content is now unlocked. Follow the leaf. Okay. You can now complete Whisper of the Dead, participate in Helltide, and challenge yourself to Nightmare Dungeon. Oh, the World Tour stream. Okay, sweet. Well then, yeah, that does it. I've done this. I beat the main story. I am gonna do another gameplay of the seasonal stuff, which could be a few gameplays. I'm not sure. But I'll do that later for another day, as they say. I had a good time going through the story again now that I got to kind of do it at my own pace and pay attention to it versus being rushed through everything. So it was fun. It was fun to do this. I'm glad I did. It's gonna be a long gameplay. This is gonna be like 3 hours, I think, all collectively, and most people are gonna watch the first 30 seconds. So if you made it all the way here, just help me hold me out. Throw me a like, comment, something. I mean, I think that helps. I don't know. I don't understand YouTube. Until then, I'm gonna go. I'll see you when I see you.